Hey, the Breakmaster here. This is gonna be my Hyouka episode 22 review. This was a good episode. This is a good episode. Supposedly the last episode of this series, so I'm just kind of confused because honestly, it doesn't really feel like a last episode. But I'll get into all that, as I summarize this, whole episode here, because it's interesting. It's interesting. It kind of hints on the relationship between Chitanda and Oriki. So, I do like that. But basically, Oriki, he's sleeping and stuff, wakes up because Chitanda calls, and Chitanda needs some help because apparently she has this doll festival going on here, and she needs an person to hold the umbrella because the person that was supposed to hold the umbrella got hurt or something's wrong with him. So, you need Oriki to come because he's the right size for this. And so Oriki's thinking about it like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And so he ends up going over there, and the thing is, he has to pass this Chokyo bridge, basically. And this bridge is important because it's just kind of like part of the episode here. And so he has to go by this bridge. And so there's like a sign saying no trespassing because the bridge is under construction right now. But this guy was like, hey, you can come on in, like you can go over the bridge because apparently it seems done. And so he ends up going past the bridge. And the reason why the bridge is such a big deal is because apparently there's a lot of commotion going on because they don't understand how the bridge got done. Like, because the thing is, they know if the bridge was done or not because Oriki ended up having to say something like, yeah, the bridge is done actually. Because they're saying, is the Chokyo bridge done yet? Or like, when will it be done? And Oriki's like, well, actually, it's already done. And he's like, are you sure about that? Because I really hope you're not, because it shouldn't be done yet. Because I think they didn't want like the press to be there so soon or something like that, because they didn't get all the stuff ready because they're trying to ship everything to the area that they're at, and so it's a bunch of stuff going on because it's ridiculous. But the bridge is actually done, and they're all surprised by this, and they're like, "What the heck are we gonna do? This is weird. This is weird. I don't understand." So they're trying to figure out how they're gonna send everything, to them because in a formally matter and everything like that. Chitanda had to tell them what to do. He's like, I'll ask the other side's priest myself. I'll ask my father to contact the representative personally too. So, that's what she said for the message, and that's what they had to do. So they just all calmed down, and so everything was getting done basically. Oriki didn't really have to do much. All he had to do was just sit by a heater the whole time. He's all, It's like he feels really uncomfortable there. He doesn't even know what to do. He just, he's like, I'm just gonna sit in my corner. Sit in my corner. So I'm just like, alrighty then. So as that all was actually happening and everything, the festival went on without a hitch and everything like that. Everyone got all makeup. Irisu was there, and Chitanda came in. And the thing is, Oriki wanted to see Chitanda's face. He's like, I'm curious. I want to see her face. I wonder what she looks like with all that makeup on. He's really curious. I was like, Oriki, what's going on here, man? What's happening? And it's also saying like, oh man, my conservative ways is it's not like me to be doing this. I usually conserve energy. Just like, I don't understand. He's like, it's weird too. The animation at that point, it was all like spacey and like it was weird. I was like, what's going on? What's happening? I was really confused what was happening at that moment. But as I was always going down, because he's like, I got to lose my conservative ways, and like I'm curious and stuff. That's when Satoshi and Miyagi said, hey, Oriki. And apparently also Oriki had to wear this little outfit that didn't really fit him. It's like an Omnioji outfit actually. That's what it reminds me of anyways. So yeah, it didn't really fit him that well, but nonetheless it was not that bad. But Miyagi said, you ruined the whole show because of your outfit. You did not fit in that. But then Satoshi ends up leaving. Miyagi says thank you to Oriki. I kind of want to say this too because apparently Oriki's like, hey, how's you and Satoshi right now? Is anything changed? She's like, no, just everything's normal. So he didn't make a move. It's like they didn't make a freaking move. He just be like, he's like, I'm just gonna mess with you. I'm not gonna mess with you like that. Like they're just being buddy. Miyaga's not gonna love you forever, Satoshi. You better make the move, dude. Do it. Like that's the saying. This is what's with the show. They don't mess with the relationship so much. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. It's just like I want them to just go mess with the relationship. They just hint and tease you with it, but they don't actually go ahead and do it. They did this with Chitanda and Oriki actually in this episode. And so basically, they're wondering, and this is the mystery of the episode. Who called in to make the Chokyo bridge get done quicker than usual? And the person that did it was this guy named Konari's son. It was Konari's son, and he has brown hair. He was the dude that was dressing Oriki, and so you know, and the thing is, Chitana thought it was him too. So it's funny that they actually both came to the same conclusion. So it was that guy that actually did it. And the thing is, he wanted to stay there. He wanted to be there at that time because, you know, this festival was very important this time around, only because there's the cherry blossoms were actually in spring for some reason. It's like it was a little too early for it to actually bloom already, but it's already there. And so that's why it made it like the Doll Festival even more like special, because the cherry blossoms were just they're there, you know, beautiful stuff. I do want to see a cherry blossom tree, to be honest, because it does look nice. But yeah, that's on a different note. But so that's what was going on. Then they start talking. This is where we see the backstory of like Chitanda. They kind of go into Chitanda and how her family is. Apparently, she's gonna head the family. At least that's what it seems like. She's gonna have to head the family at one point. And so she's trying to make a decision. She's trying to be a decision maker and trying to figure out what she should actually study in order to grow and help, you know, her family, the Chitanda name. And it basically is either the science part where you get the help with the crops and growth and give more food to everybody, or the business side of things, the humanitarian or something like that, where you has to, you know, be a business person. And as you know, or as Chitanda knows, she's like, I'm not really that good at business stuff because doing the cultural festival is really tough, and I'm not good. I'm not cut out for it. And this scene right here. This is what I say. This is when they start teasing you. I'm like, you freaking suckers, stop teasing. I really wish he actually said that. But basically, they're doing two different categories. Oriki's doing humanitarian stuff, and Chitana's doing the science stuff. And so Oriki's like, you know, let me handle the business side of things. And I was like, oh, so is that like a proposing to her or something? What's this? What's this? I was like, come on, man. But then all of a sudden, no, it was just like a daydream. And you know, I was like, oh, you suckers. Really? Yeah. But you know, in the end, it was still nice. It was still nice to see the cherry blossom blooming and everything. And it just ends off the episode like that. So, I don't know. It was a good episode. I just wish they actually do the relationships. And I'm just wondering, is this really the last episode? Because the thing is, it just doesn't feel like the last episode. It doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like an last episode to me. I don't understand how it is. Because it feels like it could still go on like nothing. Because the thing is, the way the show is designed is basically a mystery can happen next. The next mystery can happen. The next mystery can happen. There is no base story with this show. So this show can literally go on for seasons after seasons after seasons. There's no reason for it to actually stop, because there's no actual finish line to it unless they all hook up together or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Satoshi X Miyaka, Oriki X Chitanda. You know what I'm saying? That's how it could actually end if it were to do that. But it's not really a romance show, so that's what they're not doing. And it's ending off in a, I can necessarily say, a weird spot. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't feel like an ending. I mean, do you guys agree? Does this feel like an ending, or is there any more episodes? Because I don't know. If there is, then I'm surprised. But it didn't show no credits for the next episode. So, and it didn't. I don't think it did the opening for this episode as well. So I'm like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like ending to me. It can still go on because how this show is just constructed. It can just continuously go for a very long time. So, yeah, this has just been my little thoughts, rants, and my review of Hyouka, episode 22. Leave your comments below. Tell me what you think of the episode. Like this review, and subscribe to my channel for some more anime reviews. So, yeah, it's been the Breakmaster, and until then, break out.